Welcome fellow clashers from all around, or if it's your first time here, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. My name's Infamous9, and today I have the second episode of Strong Army Compositions, or at least the ones that I believe are really powerful. And much like the first episode, I'm basically going to be showing you guys 3 attacking strategies, give you guys a range of how much of each troop you guys should use, or at least recommend it, and then follow that up with a replay of that attacking strategy. And actually for this episode I have a live attack during the war for one of the attacking strategies, which was pretty interesting. We'll see how it plays out in the end. But remember you guys can always experiment, make these attacks your own, adjust the troops, the number of troops, and just practice and see how it turns out in the end. But anyways, let's get started with the first attack. So for this first strategy, we actually have one that's pretty popular amongst Town Hall 9s, and that is GoHog. Take anywhere between 15 to 30 hogs, 2 golems with 1 in the clan castle, 3 healing, 1 jump, 1 poison, and anywhere between 10 to 20 wizards. To actually determine the number of wizards or hogs you should take, look at how much you take of one or the other. So for example, if you take a lot of wizards, you take a lower amount of hogs. If you take a lot of hogs, you take a lower amount of wizards. But anyways, let's get started. So this raid comes from a clan member of mine, Famine. He first deployed his 2 golems, then a few wizards behind him to clear up some structures, and then his heroes. Notice how he properly funneled in his heroes. You guys, for this attacking strategy, your heroes play an important role, because your goal with this strategy should be, your main goal should be to take out the clan castle troops and the queen if possible, because both do a significant amount of damage against the hogs, and you obviously want to keep as many of them alive as possible, because obviously it's the point of the raid, the strategy. And after that, follow it up with the deployment of the hogs. You can deploy them at whatever side you want, but I recommend that it be near a side that you spawn your first wave of troops at. That way your hogs won't take up a lot of heat, and in fact your golems or your heroes will take up most of the firepower, and your hogs will stay alive. After that, it comes down to the spell placement. Try to anticipate where your hogs are going to go, and place the spell at the right dead center, or wherever you think they're going to go, so you can keep as many as them inside that ring of healing, and for a long amount of time. Seems like a pretty simple strategy, and it is, but the hardest part I would say is knowing when to deploy your hogs and where. But anyways you guys, this is going to do it for this attack. And for this attack, I actually recommend that Town Hall 8s use it, because they can, and it will be pretty effective, being that Town Hall 8s don't have a lot of defensive structures. And on top of that, I know that they can't carry a jump spell, but just carrying more wall breakers and less hogs. Just figure it out, adjust the number of troops. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the second attack, which is a live attack, and that is the hybrid attack. This is by far one of my favorite strategies, simply because you get to do an air and ground phase. But take anywhere between 12 to 16 noons, 4 to 8 wizards, 2 golems, 3 lava hounds with 1 in the clan castle, 3 rage spells, 1 jump, and 1 poison. Alrighty guys, this is a live attack, so I am kind of nervous, not really, being that this base doesn't look that tough, at least not for me. But the first thing I'm going to want to do is decide where I want to attack from. And typically your goal with this attack should be to take out 1 air defense, the archer queen, and the enemy clan castle troops if possible. So let's go ahead and start from down here, because I have easy access to both the queen and air defense. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn both my golems, my wizards to clear up some structures, and I'm going to actually hold back on my king for now, because I don't want him to go up front and take up most of the heat. I actually want the golems to do that. So now the clan castle troops are coming out, deploy my poison spell, and now we can drop our king, being that most of our golems now are taking up all the firepower, which is what I want. So now let's go ahead and get started with the air phase, while I let my troops go to the center and do their own thing. So let's spawn 1 lava hound on the air defense top left, 1 up to the top right, and 1 on the bottom right pretty soon. And behind each lava hound is spawned 3 or 5 balloons, somewhere between there, and 1 rage spell on each lava hound. That way they can cover the entire section and basically get raged up and take out the defensive structures quicker. So you guys, at this point I pretty much have no control of the raid, only of my king's and queen's ability. And from what it looks like it's going to be a 3-star. I'm pretty sure. I mean, most of the defensive structures are out already, and I still have 1 lava hound out. Typically I want all of them, or ideally to blow up, because the pups help you clean up. But in this case only 2 of them blew up, which is not bad. At least 2 should blow up. Otherwise you guys will be in trouble, since it is hard to clean up with just balloons and your heroes, because they have to work their way around the entire base. But in this case, it worked out in my favor, and it looks like it's gonna end in a 3 stars. So let's go ahead and use my queen's ability. Wait, on this last builder right here. So let's go. Wait, and oh, she actually took it out before I used it, but it doesn't matter, you guys. 3 stars. So let's go ahead and get started with the last attack, which is GoWiWiPe. Basically, this last strategy is a combination between GoWiWiPe and GoWiWi. So take 3 golems, 2 or 3 witches, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, 6 stray wall breakers, 10 through 16 wizards, 1 jump, 1 poison, and either 1 healing and 2 rage, or 1 rage and 2 healing. It's really up to you guys. Figure out what you guys like best. But anyways, this last raid comes from another clan member of mine, Phantom. So he first starts off by deploying all of his golems towards the left side of his base, and after that he's going to go ahead and spawn all of his wizards to clear up some structures. And if you guys noticed, in all of my videos up until now, most of the raids, we always start them off by clearing up as many structures as we can. That way we can properly funnel in all of our troops. But in this case, Phantom actually deployed his king a bit too early, and he didn't clear out that structure before he did that, and because of that, his king is actually going to go off towards the side and basically not play a role in this battle. This is exactly what we don't want. We want to prevent this. So every time, make sure you guys funnel in properly. But for now, his king, his queen, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, a few witches, and a few wizards are actually in the core, so he's going to go ahead and drop this last rage. And not only are the P.E.K.K.A.s and all of the troops in the core going to use this rage to destroy the defensive structures quicker, but they're going to use it to get out the core quicker as well. And basically, I'm going to go ahead and let this raid continue, and as it does, I'm going to go ahead and say that all these strategies require the right base. So depending on your enemy's base, make sure you pick the right strategy, and that comes through experience. So you guys just keep practice each strategy, or at least your favorite ones, and eventually you guys will get it. But you don't have to be like a strong Town Hall 9 or Town Hall 10 to perform all of these strategies, because even some of the Town Hall 8s can use them. But anyways, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is going to be the second to last episode of this small series. So far I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. So go ahead and subscribe for the next video to be alerted. And as always, you guys don't need to gem to be good, so keep practicing. And this is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.